Yo, yo, yo. What up, y'all? What up? How y'all feeling? How y'all feeling? Hey, we got a little bit of technical difficulties on the live today, man. So I'm sorry about the quality. Some things weren't working. So we just gotta do it how we do it. You know what I mean? But we still gonna get these levels popping. So you already know what time it is, man. What up, P. Bryant? Chaos, what up? Sunshine Chick, Moni, how you feeling? How you feeling? How everybody doing? I almost didn't go live because I'm a perfectionist. You know what I'm saying? I'm a perfectionist, but I was like, man, let me make sure we still show up, man, for the people and get these levels cracking. You know what I'm saying? So we should be good by tomorrow. I ordered what I needed to order on Amazon, so we should be good, man. We should be good. So if y'all tapping in, man, say what's up. If y'all tapping in, say what's up, man. How everybody doing? If you hit the market today, man, let me know. All right, Michelle, what's up? QTZ, Alchemist, what up? Reggie, what up? Kelton, how you feeling? How y'all feeling, man? Tap in with me. Tap in with me. All right, we about to talk about the market. We about to talk about these levels. What up, Wayne? How you doing? How you doing? All right, if y'all tapping in, man, like this video for me. All right, be sure to like this video for me. Let me know. What up, Angel? How you doing? Now, like I said, y'all, all right, I've been moving, right? I had some technical difficulties, so tomorrow, the camera quality should be back to where we at. All right. What up, Shalizy? How you feeling? You ready to get these levels or what? What up, Black Pearl? Derek, what's up? Email some mails. I hit IWM for 28%. There we go. That's what I'm talking about. Money Mitch, what up? What up, Pam? How you feeling? Christiana, she said I made money with Rocket Lab. There we go. That was a banger. Marquin, what up? What up, Joy? Coming on as you settle down. Yeah, appreciate it. For sure. I love showing up for the people, man. For all of y'all so we could get this money together. All right, what up, Tia? Slow and steady. Exactly. Dr. V. All right. So check it out, man. All right, let me, 1 second. Let me see something. See if I could get this right here. Is that better? That's a little, nah. It's all good. We gonna get it right, man. All right, so just bear with me this next day or two until we get fully situated. What up, Genesis? Big Smash, what's up? Web Dean, he said he took an L today. Who you take an L with? What's up, Doc? All right, y'all. So what we got shaking, man? So we got the market, right? We got the market. It was a chill day, right? Obviously, we gapped down and then we blasted off today. So this is what I was talking about when I'm saying that the end of the month and the beginning of the month, right? The end of the month and the beginning of the month. Okay. Oh, hey, Dean, you said it, man. Sometimes that temptation gonna burn you. You know what I'm saying? So listen, y'all. We had a gap down and then we came up, right? So I hit IWM today for like 18% and I was done for the day, right? So the thing about it is sometimes you gotta know when to relax and sometimes you gotta know when to hit the gas. All right. So what we gonna do is we gonna go over the market. You already know what we gonna do. We gonna go over SPY. We gonna go over IWM, and we gonna break this stuff down. All right. So if y'all tapping in, man, be sure to like this video for me. Right. Let's get the likes up to 150 likes on this video. All right, because I'm going to bless y'all. We're going to get some levels popping, and we're going to have some setups for tomorrow. All right. Hey, why I say it's the natural hair trying to stay? I know, right? Look, it's just one little braid right here. It's playing games with me. For real, I'm trying to bring it down, but it's how my hair was braided. But shout out to everybody with natural hair, man. All the women, right? Shout out to everybody with natural hair. If you got natural hair, man, shout out to you. All right, cause it ain't always perfect. You know what I'm saying? Black hair be doing what it want to do sometimes. So yeah, so y'all gonna see this little one thing right here, cause I ain't putting it in a ponytail. We just gonna rock out. All right. So today is about showing up, even though things are imperfect. Even though I'm a perfectionist. All right. So today we're gonna have imperfect execution. Okay. So we're gonna get ready to go to SPY real quick. And listen, give me 1 second. I gotta get some orange juice. All right. I gotta get some orange juice. Hold on 1 second. All right. So listen. Hey, Big Baby Miller toupee flew off. For real. He said, I'm trying to grow me some, but I'm bald. Hey man, you gotta take them herbs, you know what I'm saying? You gotta let it grow back. Go on a fast. Take some biotin. Take some trace minerals. That's gonna get your hair growing back. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to bald hair too, but yeah, shout out to it, man. So yes, natural hair is a journey. You have to wet that braid, then lay it out. Yeah, I'm gonna do that tonight when I go to sleep. You know what I'm saying? So hit Apple and IWM today. There we go. Big Smash in the building. Big Baby he got his wig lifted. What's up, Davita? All right, y'all. So listen. And what up, Ash? So that's another thing too. On Wednesday, we're gonna give away we're gonna give away a free month in the Discord. So if you are not in the Discord and you want a free month, what I need you to do is you guys gotta email me. Email me your name and your last name, and what makes you want to pursue financial freedom. And then we're gonna announce it on Wednesdays live. All right. Boom. So email me that. I just put my email in the comments if y'all want a free month on the Discord. Somebody donated a free month worth of the Discord. So if you guys are not in the Discord, be sure to email me that. All right. So in the last spot in Vegas, we had the grape juice, right? Now we got the orange juice. All right. So we switching it up. If you want to smack IWM and you want to stay green, you got to get you some fresh squeezed orange juice. All right? That's how we doing it. So orange juice out here. Okay? So let's go pull up this charts on SPY and let's see what's popping. Okay? So we got SPY right here, man. All right. Wisdom, knowledge, and understanding. Michelle, email me. All right, if you're not in the Discord, just email me. All right. Yeah, orange juice. OJ. All right. All right, y'all. So check it out. Check it out. All right. I kind of like this setup a little better. Because I'm right here in front of the camera. But I miss my camera, man. So, we got SPY. Let's see. All right. So, let's go to the daily. All right. So, I told you guys yesterday what could happen. Now look at this. Wow. Oh yeah, they manipulated. Oh my goodness. Y'all see this right here? I didn't even look at the daily chart. Look at this, y'all. Oh, this is market manipulation. They saying that SPY came all the way down to $68, $69. And then look at this big wick right here. Oh yeah, that's manipulation. That's manipulation. That is manipulation. I didn't even see that until just now. Okay? So, watch this. This is good. This is good. Watch this, y'all. And then you go to the 12-hour, and we don't have that, right? We don't have that, right? Okay. Go to the 4-hour. We don't have that, right? So watch this, y'all. Watch this. Oh, this is good right here. So, let's go to Meta. Let's go to Meta. Let me show y'all something real quick. This happened not too long ago, like a week and a half ago. Okay. It is an error. SPY didn't go down to no $69. So look, on a daily time frame, right? Oh, they took it down. Was it right here? Oh yeah. It was this day. Okay? It was this day right here. So it showed that Meta went all the way up to 660, right? It showed that Meta went all the way up to 660. This was on January 22nd, okay? So if we go to January 22nd, let's see if Meta hit 660. On January 22nd, did Meta go to 660? No. It went to 648, right? Y'all see that right there? Do y'all see that right there? It went up to 648 on Thursday, January 22nd, right? This is the 30-minute time frame. But now, when we go to the daily, right, watch this. When we go to the daily, on that same day, it shows that we came up to 660. Okay? Now watch this. The very next day, where did we go? All the way up here to 666. Okay? Came all the way up to 666 the next day. So what does that mean? When we go back to SPY, what does that mean, y'all? I just want to say that could mean that we about to come down. Now, obviously, we ain't coming down to no $68, but we could be coming down. Right? We could be coming down. I know we on a 3-bar, but we could be coming down based on what we just saw right there. And then also, watch this. Watch this. Let's go back to Meta. Let's go back to Meta. This day, on Friday, December 12th, it said that Meta came all the way up to 710, right? It said that Meta came all the way up to 710, okay? This was on Friday, December 12th. Let's go to Friday, December 12th real quick. Let's go to Friday, December 12th. Now, do you see Meta at 710 on the 12th? Right here on the 12th. This is Friday, December 12th. On the daily, it said that Meta was coming down, was at 710. But the high of the day is only at 652. Right? So do you see Meta at 710 right here on the 30-minute time frame? No, right? But watch this. We go back to the daily. Now let's go back to the daily. And look where Meta came when they announced earnings. Boom. Right? They announced earnings, and look where they came up to. Right? So they came up to this wick, even though it didn't show that they, on the 30-minute time frame during that day, Meta did not come here on this day. Right? Meta didn't come here on this day. But it ended up coming there for earnings. On this day, it did not come up to 660. The next day, what happened? Boom. It came up. Right? This is very, very important to pay attention to. Very important to pay attention to. So what I see with the SPY now, exactly, Mark Quinn. Exactly. Now, is it going to come down to $68? Hell no. That's almost 100% down, right? The world would be ending if that's the case. The financial world would be ending. All right. But it says that SPY came all the way down to 760 to get liquidity, right? And then it pushed it up here, right? But if we come to the 30-minute, all it did was open up at 689 and it came up to 696. Okay? So at some point in time, I think we could get a catastrophic drop. Right? Just based on what we just saw and what we back tested. Right? Let me know if that makes sense, y'all. First and foremost. First and foremost, let me know if that makes sense. All right? These are the things you got to pay attention to. Okay? These are the things you got to pay attention to. Mr. Clean, he said, I'm late, but definitely going to catch the replay. Oh, you're not late. We just getting started. He said your call's been not just hitting, but exceeding. Hey, for sure. Hey, that's what's up, Mr. Clean Entertainment. Hey, I got you. I got you. You know what I'm saying? That's how we get down. That's how we get down. What up, 6 Mile? What up, though? So now that we have that out the way, what I'm going to do is I'm going to be trading. I'm going to day trade heavy, right? And I'm going to keep that in mind, right? when the market shows you something, you got to keep that joint in mind. Okay? They do this every now and then. I haven't seen it with indexes, but I have seen it with regular stocks. Right? A wick is an indication of where a stock can go. All right? I don't know, Rotund. We gonna see. Okay? Let's go, WebD. Come on in the IWM family. We lay it out every day. All right? So, that is what I see in the market. Now let's go for the levels on SPY. Okay? So, I told you guys yesterday in the video about SPY, right? I gave y'all the weekly range. I gave y'all calls. I said above 694.20. We got above there, and where did it go? To 696. All right? So it blasted off and it did its thing. Right? I said puts below 687. It never got there. When they opened up, they was at 689. So they was down here at 686. And then boom, right? So now let's look. What we're gonna do is we're gonna look at some pullback areas and we're gonna look at some levels. All right. I appreciate that, American Khalifa. Hey, I appreciate everybody, man, who really be rocking with the channel, who be rocking with me, man, for real. I can't say it enough. I thank y'all, man, for real. Because what I will say is it's very competitive in the world, right? Everybody is competing for people's attention. So I appreciate y'all for tapping in. And actually, taking this stuff serious and, rocking with what I'm saying and, taking these trades and making money. So I sincerely appreciate y'all because this channel would not be a channel without y'all. All right. That's why I show up every day so that we could get this money together. Okay. That's why I don't gatekeep either because I want to see y'all win. All right. So on SPY, first thing, so if we do come up, right? So what I'm thinking is we might come up, right? Hit all-time highs, hit 700 so that they can get that out the way and then get some liquidity and then come down, okay? And then we could retrace, some of this wick right here. I don't know how low we gonna go, y'all, but this is catastrophic, right? If you just tapping in, man, look at the daily on SPY. This is absolute market manipulation right here. They did this to make it seem like the market came down and got liquidity, and then it pushed up, okay? It did not do that. That is not real, all right? Oh, yeah, so if you guys are watching this, be sure to understand that nothing that I say in this video is financial advice. If you guys want financial advice, be sure to go talk to a licensed financial advisor, all right? So that's my disclaimer for y'all. Be sure to do your own due diligence. But everybody who's been rocking with me, we know we get the bag over here and we get to the money, all right? So, SPY tomorrow, 696.98. All right. 696.98. You could say 697 if you want to. All right. But we're going to say calls above 696.98. All right. So if you look at SPY on the hourly, we got a little bull flag right here, right? We got a little bull flaggy, a little bull flag action, right? Right there on the 2 hour, okay? So when you look at it, look at this, okay, right here, right? So when you see, so every bull flag has a support and a resistance level, right? Every support has a resistance and a bull flag level. So what's happening is, look at the flag, right? This is the flag right here, okay? And then that's the flag, right? And then you got the pole right here, okay? So yes, this is a bull flag. Now, tomorrow, this is on a 2-hour time frame. Now, let me say this too. I pay attention to the 30-minute, the 2-hour. Those are my most dominant ones. Sometimes I look at the 4-hour time frame as well, y'all. Okay? So when I'm looking at certain things, some things aren't going to make sense. You just got to trust what I'm saying at that point. Okay? I feel like I break down this stuff very intricately, more than what a lot of people do. So, you know, you just gotta rock with what we saying. All right? Because it's always a method to my madness. So, with that being said, we got this flag right here. Okay? So you see right there, right? And then we got this level right here as well. So I'm gonna give you guys some pullback levels, some bounce areas. Pullback, bounce areas, levels. Okay. So we're gonna say 649.10, 694.10. Okay. We're gonna go to the 2-hour. We're going to say 694.75. 694.75. All right. We're going to say 691.02. All right. And then we're going to say 691.17. So we'll keep it at 691.02. All right, so if we lose this level right here, this 694.10, or you could even say, you know, 693.88, if we lose that right there, then we coming down to at least 692.30. Okay? At least. And we could break through this area and then we could come lower. All right? So for SPY tomorrow, we got calls above 696.98. And then we got the pullback levels right here. Now you can treat these pullback levels like support as well. If we get below these levels, then you could trade it from 694 down to 691. Y'all see what I'm saying? So a pullback level is also a support level. Because if we don't pull back there and we break through it, then now that's a rejection and it's time for puts. Okay? So just because I don't say puts below this level does not mean that you can't get into puts. Right? You got to just understand the name of the game here. Right? So let me know if that makes sense on SPY, y'all. If that makes sense on SPY, let me know. Okay, we about to go over IWM in a minute, but let me know if that makes sense on SPY. All right. If you guys are just tapping in, man, be sure to like this video. All right. I'm not stingy with information. Don't be stingy with your engagement. Right. Like this video, subscribe to the channel. We like 40 subscribers away from 4,000. So be sure to subscribe to the channel. Let's hit 4,000 subscribers today, y'all. All right. Let's hit 4,000 subscribers today. Okay. When we hit 4,000 subscribers, I'm going to do a full strat method, order blocks, masterclass on YouTube Live. All right. So be sure to, you know what I'm saying, subscribe to the channel. All right. What's up, Griffith? Great way to look at a bull flag. Yeah, yeah, G. All right. Now, let's go over IWM now. Okay? Let's go over IWM. So, they had a green day today. I feel like it was a little bit of BS, but, you know, the market is a manipulation. Oh, that's another thing. Mag 7 zero data expirations happened today. So Mag 7's Monday, Wednesday, and Friday zero data expirations. Because that happened, there's going to be more liquidity, and there's going to be more manipulation. Okay? So that's another thing to keep in mind. All right? So let's go to IWM and let's see what's popping with it. Okay. Let's go. Hold on one second. Let me pull this up. All right. So IWM, right? Appreciate that, Ace. So let's look at this, right? So we said, so what did IWM do today? It stayed in the range of Friday's trading. It got above 262.96 and it went up to 263.68, but that's it. Then it came down and it rejected, right? If you look at the 30-minute time frame, we rejected at the end of the day a little bit, right? Right there. So if you go to the 2-hour, it's not a bull flag, okay? It looks like it could be, but it's not. Now, it came down here and it's starting to bounce, right? So we could see it come up, but let's go here and let's delete these. All right. Yeah, we're gonna hit 4,000 by the end of the week for sure. Right? Rejection area. I said rejection area was 259.94, right? And then I said that price target was 254.35. And then let's look at what they did in pre-market as well. Okay, in pre-market, they came all the way down to 256.11. Okay, they came all the way down to 256.11 in pre-market. And then I said, if we get below 256.77, puts below 257.96. Okay. So I'm going to take these off now because that was yesterday. And let's focus on tomorrow's levels. All right. So the weekly support is 257. We got above there. Weekly resistance is 266. So for tomorrow on IWM, let's see what we got. So on the daily time frame, we're going to say calls above 263.79. All right. Calls above 263.79 on the daily time frame. And then your price target is going to be, your first price target is going to be 265.06. All right. So you could get a $2 move. Now, it's probably already up in after hours. Let me see. And after hours right now, excuse me. Let's see. And after hours, IWM is at 262.13. So they're flat. They're only down 4 cents right now. So that's cool. So if they get above 263.79, then we go higher, right? And then we go up to here, 265. But let's go to the 30-minute real quick. Right? So y'all see how it kind of sloped down here and it came up right here, right? This little cup right here came up, right? I was looking for a move like this earlier. Now, I traded them today. I was looking for a move right here. Hold on. No, I actually, if we look at the 15, yeah. I actually caught this move right here. It was like 18% because I was looking for them to go 2-1-2, bearish reversal, and then it was going to come down here. That's what I was looking for them to do. But they didn't do that because I knew that they was rejecting off of this area right here, and so we had a 1 candle, and so I thought we was going to get a nice move down. So I got 18% on that one. But then they kind of just like went up and down. There was a lot of fake outs right here. So I stopped trading them, right? So now we go to the 2 hour, right? And we have a very solid area right here, okay? So we're going to say pullback bounce areas. Okay. And we got 261.86. Okay. 261.86. If we get below there, then we could come down, or we could come back down and we could bounce. Right? We also have right here at 261.71. So I'll put that as well, just so you guys have it. Okay. 261.71. So real talk, y'all. If we get below, I'm gonna say puts below 261.30. All right. If we get below 261.30, then we're gonna come to 259.64. All right. So we're going to say puts below with price target of 259.67. All right. If you could catch this move right here, you one and done, right? Puts below 261.30. You ride it down to 259.67. You good to go. 50% trade, 0 data expirations. Okay? That is what I'm gonna say about IWM. So let's recap IWM. We got calls above 263.79, right? With a price target of 265.06. We got pullback or bounce areas at about 261.86, 261.71. If we get below 261.30, we're going to enter into puts, and your price target is going to be 259.67. All right? Let me know if that makes sense on IWM, y'all. Okay? Let me know if that makes sense on IWM. Okay? NVIDIA calls were burned today with manipulation. OpenAI is supposedly looking at NVIDIA. Yeah, they've been going back and forth, OpenAI and NVIDIA. Yeah, they decommitted they 100. Yep, yep. What up, Patrick? Said, got to run back to the replay from the beginning. Also appreciate this video from yesterday for this morning, even though I didn't trade today. I got you, Patrick. What's up, Levon Lucas? What up, Barry Bloomberg? Barry Bezos. Are those colored boxes area of liquidity the same as a fair value gap? I don't know exactly, Jeffrey. When you say colored boxes, I don't know exactly what you're talking about. So yeah, gotta be a little more specific so I can understand. All right. So if you guys are watching this, be sure to like this video. Okay, let's get this video to 150 likes. Now that we went over SPY and IWM, what are we about to do? What we about to do, y'all? For all the loyal people that watch me every day, after we go over SPY and IWM, what's next? What we about to do, y'all? And let me ask you guys a question real quick too. Okay? Let me ask y'all a question. What other YouTube channel, what other YouTuber trader, right, is giving you guys breakdowns like this? What other YouTuber trader is giving you guys pullback areas, bounce areas, calls above, puts below, price targets that actually hit? Keyword, that actually hit. What other YouTuber trader is giving you guys levels that you can trade and it hits the next day or 2 days later? Answer that for me. Answer that for me. Answer that for me, y'all. Let me know. There we go. We about to go fishing. Yeah, we about to go fishing. We gonna find some setups. Yeah, get y'all fishing rods. All right, get y'all bait. Okay, we about to go find some setups. Okay. I do not know what's going on with my notes. It said, why would we have time to find out if we're making money right here? Hey, Derek, it's a simple question. You feel me? It's a simple question. So MU, we'll look at MU in a second. All right, so what we about to do is we about to find some setups. Okay? I ask questions for a reason as well. So there we go. All right, here go my notes. All right, so we're going to go to boom and boom. All right. So, yeah, Rocket Lab, it took some time. Rocket Lab took some time today, but it definitely made a nice move today to the downside. All right. And who watched my video earlier today? Who watched the video that I posted earlier today? That was a perfect example of the video that I posted today, right? So let me show you guys what I'm talking about here. Okay? So watch this. Let's go to Rocket Lab. Okay? So we had a bearish 3-bar, and then what happened? It came up and it came down. So the video that I posted today, we talked about knowing where a stock is going to test at, right? Knowing where a stock is going to test at. Okay? Now look what happened. Look what happened. It came up and it tested right here. It tested right here and then it rejected and it came down. So like I was saying in the video, you could have, if you saw a rejection here and it come down, then you could have took entry once it got like right here, wrote it down. You could have took profits. You know what I'm saying? And then look what happened. It came back up and then it rejected again. So when it came back up and it rejected, and then it came back up here and it rejected again, and then we got a bearish 1 bar, you could have took entry. Now this did take some time because we on a 30-minute. So from 76 down to 75.20, that's not a big move. It consolidated for about 2-3 hours, 2.5 hours, and then it made a nice drop here, right? So I say that to say, it tested here. Like I told you guys in the video today, because we were on a bearish 3 bar right there, we came up. This was here, if I'm not mistaken, right? This is an area of liquidity. It got liquidity a little bit, rejected, and then it came down. Okay. So these setups are, you know, present every single day. Okay. So now let's go to Microsoft because you said it looked like it's about to hit tomorrow. Let's just look at the daily and see. It already hit, right? Well, a little bit. It already hit. Because on the daily, because I told you guys in the video, what I say? I said puts below 421.01, right? 421 is right here. Because I was looking at it off the weekly, right? But I also told you guys, I said, if you want to, you could take entry when it breaks below this 1 candle right here, and then you could write it down to the low of Thursday. And if it breaks below the low of Thursday, then you could stay in the trade, and then you could write it down some more. Who remembers that? Who remembers that, y'all? Do you remember me saying that in the video yesterday? Because we have a bearish 3 bar, and then we had a bearish 1 bar. So I'm looking at it on a weekly and a daily, boom, right? So you could catch this move right here from this from the close to the bottom wick, right? And then boom. Or you could just boom, right? Close of the bottom of the 1, come down, boom. All right. So that's what Microsoft. So it could hit tomorrow, like further downside, but it definitely looks like it's going to continue, but it could bounce right here. Okay. So if you are in swings on Microsoft, pay attention to the 421 level. Okay. Let me look at 421 real quick. I mean, let me look at Microsoft and see where they're at in after hours right now. Right now in after hours, they're up like 80 cents. So we'll see what happens. Okay. So yeah. So that is that's Microsoft, right? So now we about to find some setups. Okay. Now we about to find some setups. Let's go, Tawana. We gonna help you run up a bag, Tawana. All right. One bag. Davita said I hit Rocket Lab at Microsoft today. See, Davita, I don't be seeing no profits either. You be breaking my heart. You be making all this money. You don't be celebrating with us. All right. I did it. Almost got cooked. Okay. All right. So let's go find these setups now. All right. So we got Netflix. All right. So Netflix is on a bearish 3 bar right here. So I like it. So Netflix, 3 bar. All right. Intel, they on a 3 bar, but they just gapped up. So I think Intel is probably gonna go to $53 tomorrow. Right now in after hours, they're up 5%. So we're gonna see what happens. Celsius. Don't really care about that setup. APLD. If APLD gets above 36.79, then we could go higher. Because we're still in this bull flag, right? So look at this right here, y'all. All right, like we kind of broke out of the bull flag a little bit, but we still got a little structure right here, okay? When we came down, we didn't come down below these levels. So if APLT could get above that 36.79, then we could go higher. All right. I'll go over MU. Okay. So what else we got? All right. Yeah, we'll go over MU. She said I posted. Oh, okay. Maybe that's me. I wasn't looking. Did you damage the camera while moving? Nah, I didn't damage it. There's a cord that's not working. It's like an attachment for my live. So yeah, we should be good tomorrow because I got some stuff coming from Amazon. So yeah. So it fell 2 down, but because we got this area right here, I don't really like it. We got Google. Google is up crazy in after hours right now. Ever since Warren Buffett invested into Google, they've not had a too bad of a time, right? They haven't really sold off crazy. They've been solid. So yeah, like they're up right now in after hours crazy. So yeah. And they report earnings this week as well. That's another thing. They report earnings this week also. So I'm not going to trade them until after earnings. Amazon, we on a 2-up candle. Okay. Right here we got NVO. NVO has earnings as well. If I'm not mistaken, is it Wednesday? Let me see. NVO. Let's go to earnings. This week, oh no, that was last week they had earnings. Yeah, that was last week. I'm tripping. Okay, so they had earnings last week. Oh no, it's in 2 days. That's what I thought. It's just not on here, huh? No, it is. Novo Nordisk. Where's it at? Today's Monday, 1-2, right here. So on Wednesday, before the market opens, they have earnings. Okay, so I'm not going to really focus on them until after earnings. So yeah. So that's NVO. We got Hood. They down. They came down crazy because, crypto and all this other stuff. So they're down bad. Who else we got? We got Hims. We got Hims. We got Lululemon. We got OKLO. They still coming down. We got Dell. They pumped up, right? They pumped up. I told you guys, so calls above 119.14. So tomorrow, they closed above 119.14. So we're going to see if we get some continuation. But on that weekly time frame, what did I say? I said we could come up to retest this 124 area right here. Okay? So we're going to see what happens. We're going to see what happens. All right. We got Nike. I think I'm done trading them because they be moving slow. We got Apple. Apple went crazy today, right? If you look on the 30-minute, boom, and then they just trended up all day. They went crazy today. So I think that Apple could be coming up to like 271 and then 275. But I don't like this. For like this move right here, I would have probably taken profits if I was in a swing trade, because unless I had a good expiration date because it could pull back tomorrow and then retest and then kind of go higher. Oracle has been doing horrible. They got a bearish engulfing right here. So I'm going to look at Oracle on a bearish 3-bar. Okay. I'm going to look at Oracle on this bearish 3-bar. We got AMD, they up. They got earnings, is it tomorrow? AMD got earnings after close tomorrow. Palantir just had earnings. PayPal has earnings before market. MRK got earnings. Pepsi got earnings as well, right? So, with that being said, I'm not going to really focus on AMD. So I said Palantir is up. They were down to 147. And after hours, they're up, came up to 160 at 157. But they might reject when market opens. And they might get profits taken. So that's a potential. Because there's a lot of sellers in this area right here. It's almost too many sellers for them to go higher. Unless something amazing is happening, they probably could reject at open. All right. I didn't see an E at the bottom of the screen. What you mean, Cortez? Let's look at NVIDIA. They're coming down. Shopify. They got a 1 candle right here. He said CCL. I'll look at CCL in a minute. We got Uber. Let me go through my list first. Carvana. TSLL. SoFi. SoFi look like they want to come down to this order block, y'all. So I'm going to put SoFi down here too. Okay. Oh, okay. Earnings. Yeah, SoFi, if they get below 2186, then they could come down to they could come down to this order block at $21. So to get some liquidity here and some buyers step in. So we got SoFi, we got Lyft, we got Circle. I don't really care too much for Circle, honestly. Yeah. Okay, I see what you're saying. Yeah, right here. Yeah, where the earnings at. Enphase, CoreWeave, they coming down some more. Yeah, CoreWeave could be coming down to like $71 for real. Meta, they was down $10 today. Meta looks like they about to come and fill this gap right here. So if they get below 703.91, you could enter in a put. So we're gonna say Meta for a gap fill. Okay, to the downside. Tesla, Crowd, Adobe, SMCI. SMCI, they're on a bullish 3-bar, but they just rejected off this area liquidity. So I don't really like all of this stuff going on. We got area liquidity here, We got an order block right here. So I don't really like this, honestly. But you know, you like it, I love it. If you like this setup, cool. Me personally, I wouldn't trade this the next day, just because it's not like a clean setup to me. It's a lot of like rubbish and traffic, stuff like that. So I wouldn't really trade that. Pan W, they are on a double inside bar. So I'm going to put Pan W. Double inside. Okay. Double inside on Pan W. Tawana, how much you hit Meta for? What was the setup that you hit him with? So we got VRT. We got two bearish 3 bars on VRT, and then a failed 2 down. shoot, they might come up and retest again and then reject super hard. If we got these two bearish 3 bars, that's a potential. What else we got? APP. We got Google, MRVL. I got a 2-day. Okay, so not much. It's all good. Hey, what do I always say? What do I always say? Stay in the green. You know what I'm saying? If you could stay in the green, you're going to be good. So as long as you stay in the green, you're going to be good. All right. I'm going to look at Zoom later on too. I'm just trying to get through this. If you guys are watching, man, and you haven't already, be sure to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and also let me know in the comments where y'all tuning in from. All right. Let me know in the comments where y'all tuning in from, man. Okay. So MRVL on a failed 2 down. This looks really good. We got room to go up to $81. So I'm going to put MRVL on a failed 2 down. Okay. Shout out to Atlanta. Atlanta got a special place in my heart, man. Good times. Good times. He said Apple had a big move on 0DTE. Oh, okay. Yeah. Them 0DTEs is gonna make a lot of people a lot of money. It's also gonna cook a lot of people too. Soundhound. Teddy, you late, man. I just moved from Vegas. I was in Vegas for what, 4.5, 5 years? I finally closed Vegas chapter. So we already talked about Microsoft. Delta Airlines, this is a beautiful move right here. We got Citigroup. Yeah, Web and ATL too. We got UAL. Shoot, honestly, United Airlines, they could reject tomorrow crazy. They could come up to like 109 and then reject, and then they could come down potentially. So, or they could break through it if this is the first time. So, IBM. Shout out to Pennsylvania. ANET. Shout out to Detroit, man. Detroit, hey, Detroit be rocking with the YouTube channel too. Gold is coming down, and so is silver. FedEx. FedEx is on a tear. They going crazy. Lockheed Martin is going crazy. They look like they want to go up. When it turns green, that means they beat. Oh, hey. Oh, okay. Ooh, Cortez. Ooh, I like that. Okay, I like that. That's good to know. Now I see what you're saying. Okay, that's what's up. That is what is up. Okay, so you could see what happened. Beautiful. Appreciate that, Cortez. What up, Jack? Shout out to the DMV. iBit, they came down crazy. They probably about to bounce in this area right here. Hey, shout out to Chicago, man. I want to come to Chicago one day. Chicago. I want to come to the Shy, man. Who else we got? Coinbase. Coinbase is definitely depressed right now. All right, y'all favorite, man, MU. So knowing MU, they probably going up tomorrow. Okay? Let's look at the weekly. They're on a 1 bar. They came up today, right? It's Monday, so they came up, right? 1 bar. They bounced off of this right here, so we got a 3-1, right? So with MU, they probably up after hours right now. Let's look. Right now, MU is, they up almost $4 after hours right now because they're bouncing off of this order block right here. Or this fair value gap, this area liquidity. Buyer stepped in again. So they sold off, buyer stepped in and just pushed it right back up, right? So from here, 407 down to, from 407, they pumped up all the way up to 438, which is insane. $22 in a day, 5%. Now, so if they get above 442.31, then they're going to come up to 455, right? On the weekly, it's not it's not a bearish 3 bar, right? On the daily, it's a bearish 3 bar. So we got a 3-1-2. So we got a bearish 3 bar, a 1 bar, and then tomorrow it'll be a 2-up candle, and then that will be a 3-1-2 bullish reversal. Right? 3-1-2 bullish reversal. All right. Hey, Tawana and Kay, are y'all really neighbors? Or are y'all neighbors because y'all in ATL? Which one is it? I'm curious. So that's what we got on MU. All right. We got Tempest. They just coming down. We got Duolingo. They ain't looking too hot. Reddit, they got earnings this week as well. They've been on a crazy downtrend. They could bounce in this area though, right? Right here. What we got? IONQ. So Rocket Lab, we already went over them. That hit today. They could be coming down to $68. Like I said, a bounce area of 67.52. So we gonna see. Oh, okay. She said just because we in ATL. I figured, you know what I'm saying? Hey, that's that Southern hospitality right there. You know what I mean? Everybody in the South it's just all love, man. Everybody in the South. Y'all be showing love to each other. Iran. Right. Right. Y'all be kinfolk. Y'all be knowing what school everybody went to. You know what I'm saying? Y'all be knowing what hospital everybody was born at. All of that. So now, remember we was talking about that Oscar swing trade, y'all? We was talking about that Oscar swing trade. We was at like 14.98 and I just kept saying, I'm waiting. Now, right, I am looking to enter in over the next day or two. I just want to see them bounce. Right now, we in this order block right here. Right, we in this order block right here. So when we right here, right, we in the demand zone. So tomorrow, I'm gonna be looking to see if they pump up, and if they pump up, then we gonna be Gucci. So, yeah, I like Oscar to the upside now that we came down. Okay. So this is going to be, these are really cheap contracts once we start to bounce, and they're going to have earnings in a couple weeks, 8 days. So they're coming down right now. Next week they'll have earnings, and then they could run up leading up to earnings. You know what I'm saying? So stocks always, they'll come down before earnings, and then they'll come up during that week, and then you go from there. So that's Oscar. We got RGTI. They look like they coming down. RGTI looks like they want to come down to this order block at 1490. QUBT. Let me take HPE off. I don't really take these guys off too. D-Dog. Net. Oh, Unity. I told y'all about Unity last week too. Yeah, they're on a 1 bar today, so they're gonna make a big move tomorrow. So I'll put Unity on the list. 1 bar. Okay. So that's what we got. We got Cypher. We got Silver. Said which fair value gap indicator to use? Lux Algo, the paid version. I use the paid version of Lux Algo. Walmart went crazy today. CVX on a 1 bar. MMM, buyers, cores, failed 2 down. I'm still paying attention to this stock too, for a run up to the upside. So I'm still paying attention to it. Verizon. I think Verizon could start coming down. They beat earnings. Cortez, right? Shout out to the E. They beat earnings here. So we got a gap down here to fill. So we got some indecision right here. So we could start coming down. So I'm going to be paying attention to Verizon as well. Because when they move, they going to move. You know what I mean? Like they going to move. They're going to have a solid move to the up or to the downside. So yeah. She said I was in Walmart from last week. There you go. Oh, that's beautiful. Oh yeah, you ate today, Tawana. So now y'all said, what did y'all say in the comments? What stocks? What did y'all say? CCL. I think they had earnings, if I'm not mistaken. Did they? No, they did not have earnings. Okay, so let's look. So let's go to, oh, that's a dividend. So this one they get their dividend payout. Okay. So this was last time. This was on the 19th of December. Okay, so their earnings is in a while. So CCL, they're in the order block right here. So if they get above, they got to get above like 32.92. And then you could take them, ride them up for calls. Right? But they could reject here. But this is the 3rd time. So they came up once, came up twice. And now they're going to come up 3 times. But when I'm looking at CCL right here, I see a low here, and then I see a lower low here off the same rejection area. So if they reject here, they could be coming down all the way down to 25 to create a lower low. Because when you look at it, that's the trend. You see what I'm saying? That's the trend right there. Now they did break out of the trend, but let's see what happens when they right here again. Okay. So that's CCL. TER. Teradyne. So we got a 3-1 setup. Buyers right here. Are we at all-time highs? Yes, we are at all-time highs. Okay. So we're trading at all-time highs on a daily. So if they break above, listen, if they break above 255.29, then you could enter in the calls. We could say 254, but to be on the safe side, I would say 255, which would be all-time highs, and then you could ride it up to maybe like 257, 258. But I don't like taking entries when the stock just hits all-time highs because you never know what's about to happen. That's just me, and that's my personality. So, but this is a 3-1-2 setup. So technically, if we get above that 254.85, then we could go higher. But when you look at it on like the charts, I just don't like taking entries when stocks are just at all-time highs because you don't know when they're gonna reject. So that's what I would say with TER. But there's a lot of buyers in this area. You know what I'm saying? So a ton of buyers. So I think that it could be going up, even if it is, even if it does come down, unless it just is a big straight dookie candle. But it's gonna take a lot to get all the way down here. So it looks like it's going to the upside. Looks like it's going to the upside for sure. All right. Cool. Just did it. Was wondering what it was about. Oh, okay. Yeah. I'm in a put. Oh yeah. He said I'm in a put. Oh, okay. Yeah. If you see him reject tomorrow and you see like a failed two up on a daily, then you could probably add to your contracts if you're down any in it. And let me see TER. Let's look at. You said they're up overnight. TER. So, oh wow. Oh yeah, they got to go crazy. They going crazy. Oh, that's a good one. Are you in that call, Nicole, Sneaker Girl? That's an insane one right there. Let me see how much their contracts are. Did they have earnings? Damn, their contracts are cheap. Do they have earnings or something? Nope, they got earnings in 85 days. That is an insane move right there. I'm going to look at them tomorrow for a rejection because if they take profits, they're about to come down crazy. So, yeah, I didn't even know. I didn't even know. So that's an amazing one right there. So yeah. And then what else did y'all say? I don't think there was any other. Oh, Zoom. Let's look at Zoom, Tawana. Zoom. She said look like it's on a bull flag. So let's go to the daily. So it's like yes and no because so a bull flag, so we would have like a pole right here, right? But it came down pretty low, right? It came down pretty low. Me personally, I don't like flags that like consolidate down super steep because that lets me know that the selling pressure is pretty strong. But when we look at this off the strat perspective and not a pattern perspective, I still like it even for tomorrow, right? So because we're in this area of liquidity and we bounced, so we came down, we created a 1 candle, now we got a 3 candle. So tomorrow, if we get above 94.29, then we could go to the upside and then we could, come up here. Okay. So I would look for this being a 3-2 because we had a bullish one bar on Friday. And then today we had a bullish 3 bar, right? So, and the bullishness is inside of this area of liquidity where buyers are at. And then we had a higher low right here. We had a higher high today as well. Okay, so I think that Zoom could go up tomorrow based on this right here. Y'all see what I'm saying? So let me look at Zoom's contracts. So if we go to Zoom and we say, okay, so their contracts are pretty good. Spreads are good. You see this open interest, $100 open interest for this week. 1,500 people on the open interest. If we compare that to the puts, there's not a lot of open interest on puts. So yeah, I think that tomorrow and this week, Zoom could have a nice week, honestly. If we go out to next week, nothing crazy. But yeah, Zoom could have a nice move tomorrow, honestly. So yeah, that's where we are at with Zoom, y'all. Okay. Really looking at these SPY puts. One thing Mark Quinn gonna do is look at SPY puts. Right? Oh, they got earnings. Okay. So I'm gonna look at them tomorrow, Sneaker Girl, because if they got, because those contracts are pretty cheap. You said they just had earnings, so let me go see something. Let me go see where we at with this. All right, so this is what I like to do. I'll go on Unusual Whales, and we're gonna look at this week's. So TER, boom. Okay, so TER, I'm gonna pay attention to them tomorrow because this means that they have high volume, right? High volume tomorrow. So I'm gonna be paying attention to TER tomorrow. Their contracts are not expensive, so we might be able to catch them tomorrow. Okay. So if you in Discord, be sure to pay attention to that. That's a good one, Sneaker Girl. We might be able to catch a crazy banger tomorrow. Okay. So yeah, who else we got? Yeah, SPY put. Yeah, we just got. I think SPY gonna come up a little bit. I do think it might tap all-time highs at 700. Maybe come up a little bit more and then see a rejection. But obviously, I don't have a crystal ball. I'm pretty effective when it comes to levels, but I can't sit here and tell you what stuff is gonna do. You know what I'm saying? So that's just what it boils down to. Okay. So yeah, so I like that TER. When it comes to the other setups that I'm looking at, we got right here, we got Netflix on this bearish 3-bar. So we're gonna recap them real quick. Right? So we got Netflix on this bearish 3-bar right here. So if we break below the low of this 3-bar right here, 82.73, we could come down to like, shoot, 82.35 and then even more, like $81, 81.90. Okay. And then we got Oracle on another bearish 3-bar. If you go look at Oracle, right, we got another bearish 3-bar, and that's a bearish engulfing as well. Okay, so if we get below 160, then we could come down to the downside. All right. We got SoFi for bearish continuation. With SoFi, it looks like they want to come down to this order block right here, down to $20. I'm gonna be eyeing that. We got Meta. Okay. Meta has this gap to fill right here. So Meta could come down and start filling this gap from earnings right there. So if we get below low of days, then, you know, go do your thing on Meta. We got Pan W. They got double inside candles. Okay. Double insides. So you already know what time it is. When we got 2 1-bars, that means that a big move is coming. Right? If you go look at Oscar, they had 3 1 candles, and then what happened? They dropped from 1533 all the way down to 1392. So those inside bars be doing what they do. And then we got Marvell. They're on a failed 2 down right here. Okay, they're on the failed 2 down right here. If they get above it, right here, 78.95, then you could ride it up to like 81. So that'll be a nice one. And then we got Unity Software. Been talking about them for the past couple weeks now. And then boom, we got a 1-bar right there on them. So we're gonna see what happens. The break of the high or the low of this 1 candle right here. Yeah. Okay, so that's what I'm looking at. On that meta play, would you get it on 2-4 expiration or the 2-6? Here's what I always say, right? How long you been following me, Tawana? How long you been watching my videos? SPY could be a 3-2 on an 8-hour. You ain't go to 7 to reject. I don't even use the 8-hour. I'll be looking at the 6-hour sometimes, but yeah, I'm thinking that SPY is gonna go to 700 first before we see any real rejection. And then what they might do is they might give us a nice month this month, and then like March or April might bring us down. So that's something also to think about. You also want to think about what month is it? Okay, what month is it? Because that's going to dictate if we're going to be bearish or bullish as well when we look at historical data. Okay. Okay, she said a few months. So something that I always say is know what type of trade you're getting in before you get in the trade, right? So what I mean by that is, because you asked the 4th or the 6th, me personally, if I only plan to be in this trade for 20 minutes, then I'm gonna get 0 day to expirations, right? Or that next day. Because tomorrow's the 3rd, so I would get the 4th because I don't plan on being in that trade too long. And if I feel confident in my setup, then I don't need a lot of time. But if I see a massive move coming, then I may get the 6th. But because Meta has expensive contracts and stuff like that, sometimes it's better to just trade it like now that they made it a little cheaper with 0 days and every other day, which is cool. But I would just do the 4th, catch a solid move, and then keep it pushing. That's what I would do. And then if you want to, what you could do is you could get into your other account. If you have multiple accounts, maybe one that has more money, you could get it out until next week, and then you could catch the whole move as well, right? So that's another thing. So you have a day trading account, and then you have a swing trading account. That way you're not missing out on all of the moves, right? So you could day trade smaller moves of a bigger move that you see coming. Okay. She said, okay, that makes sense. Didn't know how long it would take to fill the gap. So here's the thing. The bigger the gap, the longer it might take to fill, right? That's a real thing. So that's just something to keep in mind as well. Okay. So yeah. What else we got? Do y'all have any other questions? I wanted to show up today, man. Have a solid live. Get the week started off right. Okay, get the week started off right. So if y'all got any other questions, let me know. Oh, okay, I feel you, April. Yeah, I feel you. So yeah, I wanted to show up, man. Have a solid live just to kick off the week and also kick off the month. Okay, want to kick off the month strong. It's the first day of the month. It's the first day of the week. All right. Yeah, pay attention to your monthly cycles. Also, y'all, I want you guys to go and watch some of my older videos. Okay. I want you guys to go watch some of my older videos. The reason why is because there is so much gold in all of these older videos. Okay. There is so much gold in all of these other videos. When you understand like these videos and what be in them, you're going to be like, oh my goodness. Okay. He said, I don't like big gaps. You gave real game. Oh yeah. You know how we get down, Mark Quinn. So look, y'all. So this is on YouTube, right? These are videos, but look, right? Strap method, right? Pay attention to your technicals. Liquidity sweeps, trusting your setups, how to increase your profits. I don't gatekeep anything, right? Entry techniques, swing trades. I got a video about herbs. That's important to go watch as well. I got my Wisdom Wednesdays popping. Stock market secret, right? How to predict the day trades and movements. And this is just over the last couple weeks. But if we go back like 3 months, right? Let's look. Donald Trump, how to trade during Donald Trump era, how to trade indexes, right? Everybody asked about IWM. This was 2 months ago. How to trade indexes, right? Plan your trades and trade your plan, right? How to tell if a stock is going up or down. A full breakdown 2 months ago, right? Y'all see what I'm saying? a whole bunch of breakdowns. Why you keep losing money in the market? Crazy breakdown, right? How to handle the biggest trading week. We went over that, right? Trading styles, right? What else? Stop losses. I stopped using stop losses. Now we 3 months ago, right? 3 months ago. How to reduce drawdowns on your swing trading. Okay. Right? I'm telling y'all, the personalities of a stock. Every stock has a different personality. How to boost your swing trading efficiency. This was 4 months ago, right? Buying zones for stocks. Leverage ETFs. Right? What do you do after you win big in the market? Right? So please, y'all, strap method. I did this one 4 months ago. Okay? I was all the way in Arizona back then. Right? 3 ways to make more money in the market. Y'all see what I'm saying? How to turn $100 into financial freedom. Okay? Come on now. Now we back in September. Y'all see what I'm saying? So listen, I say that to say, man, there are so many videos and so much gold in all of these videos. If you just watching, don't just only watch the new stuff, okay? Like go back. Go back. Because these videos, I'm telling you, when you start going to some of my older stuff, you're going to be like, oh my goodness, right? It's just sitting there. It's just sitting there waiting for you to come find it and come scoop it up. All right? Don't be afraid to go binge watch all of these videos. And I'm not saying that just because I want views. I'm saying that because I really want you guys to learn this game. And that don't even include the actual, the course inside of the Discord as well. And we about to add some more stuff to that. You know what I'm saying? So like, please understand, y'all, I make videos literally every single day, right? I've been making daily videos for the past year now. January 1st of 2025, I started doing daily videos and we have not stopped. You know what I mean? And over the past, 3 months, we've been putting out a daily video plus a daily live video as well. You see what I'm saying? So I really, really, really want you guys to like really understand this information and really get it. And that's why I go so hard, because when I was learning options, I was like, man, I really wish that I had somebody like me putting content out, because I know what I needed. I needed all of these micro lessons. I didn't care about, okay, this stock is going to go up to $500 at this time. No, I needed to understand how to execute and implement trading. And even in certain Discords I joined, I didn't fully understand how to really execute and implement. You see what I'm saying? So I'm really telling you guys, like, on some real stuff, go watch all the older videos as well. You know what I'm saying? So that market structure was serious. Yeah. I'm telling y'all, that market structure video, I'm telling you guys, I was in a trade this morning. I paid attention to my market structure and I hit. I only talk about what I do, right? I speak from a perspective of, I do this. You know what I'm saying? I'm not just saying these things because it sounds good. You feel me? So I highly recommend all of you guys, if you haven't, to go tap in to these YouTube videos that I have posted previously, right? And I'll be responding to all of y'all comments too. I'll be responding to all of y'all comments, right? Because I be caring. I be caring, man. You know what I mean? So if you guys want to join the Discord and come trade with us, come join the Discord, right? But at the end of the day, There is so much information on my YouTube channel right now that you guys can do and can use and can implement. You know what I'm saying? So I just want to say that, like, that market structure is a game changer. Yeah. Like, yo, when you understand market structure and the way that I break this stuff down, like, y'all be saying, appreciate, thank you for breaking it down. I just know what I needed. I know what y'all need. I know what a person trying to learn trading, I know what they need. I know what you need, right? So it's like, be sure to understand that if you understand what I'm saying and what I'm breaking down, I'm gonna break this stuff down in its simplest form. I'm gonna break it down in its simplest form, y'all. You know what I'm saying? Every single day. And whatever questions y'all have, I'll be making videos about that. Right? Last week, somebody asked about measured moves. Next day, boom, I dropped a video about measured moves. Right? On Friday, somebody asked about entries and re-entries. Boom, I made a video about entries and re-entries. Right? Dropped it today. So I just want y'all to really know and understand that, like, this ain't about no ego or nothing. The lessons in 10 to 15 minutes, if you allow these lessons to, get inside your head, you're going to be like, damn, this stuff really making sense. You could really learn how to trade from me on YouTube. You know what I'm saying? So I just highly encourage you guys to really lock in on this stuff. You know what I'm saying? I encourage you guys to lock in on this stuff. And I'm not no perfect person and none of that, right? But it's a lot of stuff that I do know. And I've learned this stuff from firsthand experience. Nothing that I'm talking about is theory. I've either lost racks or I've made racks. Or I've lost racks and then made those same racks back and more. Right? So when I figured some stuff out, I said, dang. And I reflect on it. Because I'll sit back and I'll reflect on the lessons that I made or I learned. Or I'll think about what I'm seeing on the charts. Or something will happen in the market and I'll be like, ooh, this is a good one. Right? Or we may be in a trade in a Discord and something happens, and then I'm going to make a video about it, about the lesson. Not about the money that I made, but about the lesson. Because the lesson is more important than the money. Because the lessons, they create your blessings. You see what I'm saying? This is how you turn your lessons into your blessings. Because when you have a lesson, you have something that you can extract from it, and then you can implement it into your life. You see what I'm saying? So I cannot stress it enough. If you are in a Discord and you are not consuming the course, you need to consume the course. If you are following me on YouTube and you are not watching my videos as if it is a course, you need to consume the videos. You see what I'm saying? This is like real life. And if you do that, I can almost guarantee you will see success with trading. I don't care how many losses you take. I don't care how much money you lost. I don't care how long you've been trading. If you apply yourself with the content that I put out, there is no way that you are going to lose money continuously. The only way you're going to keep losing money is if you want to at that point. Right? Just being honest. Because there is a lesson for almost everything when it comes to trading that's on this YouTube channel. You know what I'm saying? So I really, really, really encourage you guys, if you have not, to seriously lock in and consume the information. Not because I want the views. Outside of YouTube, I'm going to make my money. I promise. This is about you getting the information you need on a free platform that can change your life. Because when I was learning how to trade, I had to read between the lines. You don't have to read between the lines with me. Because I'm giving you the lines. I'm giving you the angles. I'm giving you the breakdowns. I'm giving you the time frames. I'm giving you all of that. You see what I'm saying? So I really, really, really want you guys to apply yourself if you aren't already, because I'm not saying you aren't applying yourself, but I really want you guys to apply yourself, because if you do, I'm telling you, your life will change forever. You know what I'm saying? Your life will change forever. Said, great advice, much appreciated. The strategy is going to be a game. I'm telling y'all, when I learned the strat method, I turned up. My average, when I started getting on YouTube, I wasn't trading the strat, right? I was making like $300-400 a day, right? Trading, I was posting my trades, 120 here, 290 here, I'm done for the day, right? I learned the strat. I said, oh my goodness. Oh my good. And when I was doing my trades of the day last year, right? For anybody that's been following me, when I started last year, I was doing 8 to 12%, right? 8 to 12% profits. And I was happy with that. Now my average profit percentage is like 20 to 35%. So I doubled, almost tripled my average win percentage. And I was already making $300-400 a day, like easy, right? So it's like when you understand the strat method, you can hypercharge your profits. You could go crazy. And then if you add that, if you couple that with 0 data expirations, and then you learn IWM. Why do I talk about IWM so much? Right? Because you can use 0 data expirations. This was before they started doing 0 data expirations for Google and the Mag 7. Now, SPY's contracts are like $90 to $100. But IWM's contracts be $12, $30, $15, $20. So I could go put a rack, $1,000 in a trade, $2,000 in a trade, go make 30%. What's 30% of 2,000? That's $600 in 3 to 5, 10 minutes. You see what I'm saying? Like, and that's just one trade. So when you understand the strat method, you could really, really, really go crazy. Really go crazy. She said this was so helpful because I've been feeling discouraged. Let me say this to anybody that's feeling discouraged, right? Listen, y'all. You deserve to push past your discouragement. Okay? Listen to what I'm telling you right now. If you feel discouraged, it is going to be worth it. Okay? Look, I'm looking you dead in your eye right now. It is going to be worth it. Right? I don't care how much you lost. I don't care where your account, I don't care if you got $2 in your account. You can do this. Okay? I don't care if you just lost $10,000. I don't care if you just lost the most money you lost ever. I've been there before. You can do this. What you have to do is you got to throw a prayer up to God. You got to write it down in your journal. I am an 8-figure trader. I make $15,000 per day. I implement and execute flawlessly and consistently. I have a great and strong relationship with money. And you write that down. Right? And then before you trade, you make sure you breathe and you take a deep breath and you relax. Okay? But don't allow discouragement to become your driver. Do not allow discouragement to become your driver. You see what I'm saying? Discouragement should not push you. Allow encouragement to uplift your spirit so you can continue to go further and go past where you think you can't go anymore. You see what I'm saying? This is real stuff, y'all. Don't ever, what Nipsey say, never let a hard time humble us, right? You gon' take your L's, I promise you. You gonna take your L's, it's okay. But listen to what I'm saying. On the other side of the effort, on the other side of everything, all you gotta do is understand that on the other side of everything, everything that you want is literally right there, and it's gonna be worth it. Cause it be days I wake up and I be like, who knew all of the losses would be worth it? Who knew all of the losses would be worth it? Who knew? God knew. I didn't know. But I believed something. I always believed something. And that something kept me encouraged to ensure that I did not give up. You see what I'm saying? Who knew all of the losses would be worth it? Because all it takes is one trade. All it takes is for you to make 500, 200% in the trade. Now your momentum shifted. Now you're on the up and up. You see what I'm saying? So listen, y'all. If you are feeling discouraged, this is deeper than a Discord, right? This is me. I'm trying to transfer some energy to you before you go to bed, right? Before you go to bed tonight, I want you to really ponder on what we saying right here, right now. Okay? This is way deeper than a stock market. This is way deeper than the charts. This is about your spirit, okay? This is about your spirit. This is about you understanding what is your birthright. See what I'm saying? Hear what I'm saying. Success is your birthright. But somewhere along the journey, they hid that in the fine print. They hid that in the fine print. But success, wealth, abundance, prosperity, that is your birthright. When you came into this world and you came on this earth, your birthright is abundance. Your birthright is success. But they made capitalism and they made us in bondage and got us feeling like it's not our birthright. And now what happened is, because we don't feel like that's our birthright, now we slaves to the system. Right? But I want you guys to understand, and I need you to understand for you, that success, abundance, prosperity, joy, peace, all the things that cannot be bought, those are your birthright. Those are your birthright. So when you feeling down and discouraged, I want you to look in the mirror and be like, no, this is my birthright. Why would I give up on something that's my birthright? Think about that. Why would you give up on something that's your birthright, y'all? No, we're not doing that. We not doing that. We not giving up. We ain't gonna fold. We don't fold over here. If you watching this, you don't fold. You are not a folder. You rise to the occasion. Whatever the occasion is. You know why? Because you right here. You rise to the occasion. So please understand, y'all. Don't be discouraged. You are worth more than the discouragement that you feel. Okay? You are worth more than the discouragement that you feel. Write that down. Okay? Make sure y'all write that down. Don't forget that. You are worth more than the discouragement that you feel. Success, abundance, all of that, it's your birthright. Yeah, we don't give up around here. You know what I'm saying? This is really your birthright. When I learned how to trade options, and then I realized, I was like, so this has been around this whole time? So the whole time I've been an adult, the whole time I've been working, the whole time I've been in the military, options existed? They've been hiding the game from us, y'all. You hear what I'm saying? They've been hiding the game from us. They've been hiding the game from us. And that's why I'm bringing the game to y'all. That's why I'm bringing the game to y'all the way I do. Because I understand that sometimes all you need is a little bit of a boost. That's it. Sometimes all you need is a little something. Because when I learned how to trade, I said, dang, I could have been doing this when I was 20. You feel me? So if you're feeling discouraged, I hope that you allow this message to be received. All right, y'all? I really do. This is deep. This goes way beyond the charts, y'all. I say this every day. This goes way beyond the charts. I haven't met anybody in real life yet, but I sincerely do care about your advancement. I sincerely care about your advancement. You know why? Because when you put good out in the world, good comes back. You know what I'm saying? See, people saying they just found out about options last year. Exactly. I heard about it, but I never really dived into it. So when you hear people, when I was younger, I heard people say, oh, my portfolio is up by 400% this year. How is a person's portfolio up by 400% if stocks went up by 20%? The things that make you say, oh, options. Oh, so you could buy shares and then you can get option contracts when the stock is down bad and ride it up. Oh, so this is how the game go. And then when there's a market crash, you can ride stocks down. Oh, this is how the game go. This is how the game goes. Oh. Right? So they have been holding the game back and hiding it in plain sight. This is mind-boggling when this really simmered in my spirit. That's why I said, man, I got to put out videos every day, man. You know what I'm saying? So listen, y'all, don't ever get discouraged because they want you to be discouraged. They want you to be discouraged, not get in the game, or get in the game and then keep losing money. They just want to take your money, right? Don't be discouraged. Don't let your discouragement be your driver. Y'all feel me? If you feel me, man, let me know. If you feel what I'm saying, let me know. If you feel what I'm saying, let me know. All right? I appreciate that, Bogey. Appreciate that, DB. He said I made $1,500 between the strat. There we go. Yeah. So listen, y'all. I really, really, really hope y'all feel what I'm saying. This goes way deeper than a chart. This goes deeper than how much money. We talking about becoming a different person. We talking about evolution. We talking about transformation. We talking about something that AI can never replace. And that's your perception. That's your belief within yourself. You see what I'm saying? Like real talk, y'all. I'm telling you guys this for a reason. So listen. I hope that this message and this live bless you guys. All right. I really hope it has. I appreciate y'all. I appreciate y'all for tapping in. I appreciate y'all for being on the live. Okay. But I want you guys to remember that success is your birthright. Don't ever in your life let nobody make you feel no different. Y'all feel me? Don't ever let nobody make you feel no different. I don't care what they talking about. It's your birthright. And it's up to you to claim your birthright. Okay? I don't care what you got to go through. I don't care what you got to go through. You better go through it. You better persist. Because when you get it, it's going to be so, so, so worth it. It's going to be so worth it. Okay? A said, looking forward to the order block. Already got them. Go to the Strat Method playlist, y'all. The Strat Method playlist. Okay? Already got the order block video as well. But when we hit 4K views, I'm going to do a whole live. That's what I'm talking about. All right? It's going to be a whole live. And we're going to go in. It's going to probably be a 2 or 3 hour live. All right? I'm going to announce it. Maybe next weekend or something like that. I'm going to do a poll and see what's the best day for everybody. But we're going to go in that day. All right? But appreciate that, Griffith. Appreciate that, Devonna Button. All right? So listen, I want y'all to win. Okay? I want you guys to win. I'm going to say this again. I want you guys to win. All right? All right, Tawana. Yeah, we went a little bit longer today. I wasn't expecting to go this long. Right? But listen, when you led by spirit, man, sometimes you gotta go and you gotta let it flow. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes when you led by spirit, you just gotta let it go. Because these messages, they move through me. And I be obedient to the messages. You know what I'm saying? This is not about a dollar amount. This is about impacting people. This is about shifting the culture. This is about ensuring that people understand that it's not about the materialism. You know what I'm saying? This is not about materialism with me. It's about changing lives. Helping y'all. If you was going this way in life and it wasn't right, and then you see my video and then I can help you go this way, that's what this is about. You know what I'm saying? So my goal is really to shift the narrative and shift the culture and really help you guys run up a bag in the market and go experience y'all own personal freedom. You know what I'm saying? Because today, I traded in the morning, watched a movie, took a nap. I lounged around today. I know everybody be like, oh, get the bag and blah, blah, blah. It's like, listen, you got to learn when to rest. But because I just had that freedom within myself, right? I was just like, I'm going to choose to lounge around today. I'm going to give myself that. Right? And so I'm trying to really, really, really help everybody get to the level where they could do that if they need to. Because sometimes we need rest. Sometimes we need rest. You know what I'm saying? So listen, y'all. Said Wu-Tang got nothing on you. Appreciate that. I have planned to stop. Yeah, don't stop, gorgeous. I'm telling you. Do not stop. You can slow down, but you can't stop. All right? So before we get off, I need y'all to promise me this one thing. Put in the comments, I will not stop. Put in the comments, I will not stop. If you don't stop, if you promise that you will not stop, I promise I won't stop. And we're going to keep growing together. Okay? Put in the comments, I will not stop. Come on, y'all. This is real life, man. This is real, real, real life. All right? I will not stop. No matter what. All right? I will not stop. Exactly. Let's go, man. All right? Never. Never. So listen, I'm only speaking prosperity over all of y'all lives. Okay? I'm only speaking prosperity over all of y'all. All right? So listen, I want y'all to say it with me, man. We're going to wrap this video up right here. Okay? I want you to get up out your head and go get into this world, because your head is a dangerous place to live. All right? And also, always remember, the more you study, the less you worry, man. All right? So listen, y'all have a great night. Get some sleep, get some rest. Tomorrow, we gonna murder the market, and we gonna do what we do. All right? So y'all have a great night, man. I appreciate all of y'all, okay? I appreciate all of the love, okay? Y'all have a great night, and I'm gonna holler at y'all tomorrow. Y'all stay smooth, man. Peace.